Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I've just realized we are way up here in the prestige rankings. For a while, we were just kind of scratching the top, but we're here. We're in the top 4. So I'm pretty pleased by that. It is our primary goal right now is to get our infamy down to 0 so that we don't become notorious when we annex Brazil. My hypothesis that getting low liberty desire and good relations would lower the amount of infamy it costs hasn't proven successful yet, but you know, we'll figure that out as it goes. There's a thing going on in Gobir, I can't get there. There's a thing going on in Cannock, or no, a thing going on in New South Wales, a Cannock Uprising. Somewhere, at least. Ah, over here. Alright. Well, in any case, I'm not going to get involved in this, because that seems irrelevant to me. Unfortunately, I was just checking things out, and Oyo, Dahomey finally has no defensive pacts that are potentially a problem for me, which means I could go after Oyo if I wanted to, but obviously I'm trying to get my infamy down, so I can't do that. And actually conquering the territory, which would be what I want to do, is 6.7 infamy. That's a whole year waiting on Brazil, so not that fast. And there's our bureaucracy solved. Beautiful. A Confederate bourgeois revolt. Goodness. Hey, Confederacy, what if... This would be really funny to have the Portuguese Confederacy. How did you do this? What are you trying to do about this? The Anti-American Association. That's very funny. Really? Nothing? Not a single solitary thing? You're not... Wow, that's bananas. What could they possibly have... So this is a bourgeois revolt. Let's see, let's look at the... Presidential republic versus parliamentary. Is that really it? Oh, maybe it's professional army. Yeah, we got the petit bourgeois and the armed forces here, so it could be. Well, that is really funny. Two Sicilies wants a trade agreement. You know what? Sure. That's just fine with me. And there's anarchism. So, finally, nice combination of sounds, huh? Transportation shortage in Guyana. I should do something about that. Oh my, infrastructure shortage too. Let me throw those in at the top. Mexico sides the CSA, as is their custom. Ooh, really, really low construction efficiency over here. But I don't have any authority to do anything about that, and I'm not going to get rid of any of my my decrees just to make that happen. The duel. Vittorio dos Santos has challenged Felipe de Paiva to a duel to the death. A duel to the death. They're going to beat each other with wrenches. The aura surrounding the two figures is like something out of a romantic novel. Felipe de Paiva smiles. He's been rehearsing this moment before falling asleep. Vittorio dos Santos, you're a friendless bastard. Your insults cannot go unanswered. Pick a weapon of choice and we shall meet tomorrow. I guess I haven't really walked you through these options. I can either stop them from dueling, which makes them reduce popularity. I can let them fight, which means one of them dies. Or I can ban dueling, which angers the armed forces and makes the intelligentsia happy. By the way, that top one did not used to appear in this dialogue, but you kind of assumed it. Or I kind of assumed it. Anyway, let them fight! Bang. Alright, so I need a new admiral. Let me see, I got a charismatic bandit and a reformer, and I got an honorable bandit and a moderate. Both of these two seem fine. We'll go with the charismatic one. How is my canal doing? Are we fully employed yet, canal? You know what? I'm making a mistake. I need railways here for the infrastructure. Infrastructure's a real problem here, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Do we have pop growth? Oh gosh, almost none. Attraction's high though, so that's not nothing. Let's go ahead and throw those in at the top of the queue. Once again, how do I do this? How do I want to do this? Because this is unacceptable. This is going to take way too long. I think Galicia has... Okay, I'm going to turn off the Greener Grass campaign in Beira, because I think I just genuinely don't need it. And we'll put a suppression campaign in Guyana just for now. So that's going to significantly reduce the effects of the turmoil. There you go. Alright, and that's going to make this much faster. Yeah, 39 weeks. Not great, not perfect, but it's enough. It's enough to be going on with at any rate. Alright, Confederacy wants my help. They want to owe me an obligation. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'll send some dudes. Wow. Mexico's really not helping as much as I assumed they would be. Alright, where is the capital? It's probably South Carolina. No, it's not South Carolina. Louisiana? Maryland? Capital's Kentucky. Old Kentucky. Alright, well, we're going to do our best with this, because this could get really ugly. This could get really ugly. Where's my fleet? My fleet? Where's my fleet? It's probably in Indonesia. Oh no, South Africa. Interesting. Come on over. Because if we need to naval invade, we'll naval invade. Oh, Britain is reducing our relations by doing their own nonsense. That's why relations keep going down. Well, that's bananas. Well, anyway, I'm going to halt improving relations for now, because I want to improve relations with Bengal. Because relations with Bengal are really... Okay. That's kind of a lot. What are you going for? You're going to steal... You're going to try and steal Oman. Interesting. Alright, who can I bring in on this? Theoretically the Ottomans, but I don't know if that helps me. And Egypt. No one else wants to fight Bengal? Interesting. Well... I guess we're going to have to put a real army into this situation. Tell you what. This is not ideal. So, over here... I can add a war goal? No, I can't. Now, I can bail on this diplomatic play. That would decay my relations with the Confederacy, but I don't think that really matters all that much. I can back out, even though we're in the countdown to war. That's interesting. I gotta think about this. Hold up. They have to take core territory of mine. They can't just grab Oman. So if I just turtle up in Portugal, then it doesn't... Then they're not actually going to be able to get there. So I definitely have options. Do I want to be in this other war? I don't think Mexico really has the ability to invade me. You know what? I'm gonna stay out of American affairs. Yes. Sorry, guys. I can't be bothered. I got bigger fish to fry. So we'll put this army over here. We will put the army of East Africa in Portugal proper for now. We'll bring the fleet over here. We'll figure out where they need to be to naval invade. So Bengal, what do I actually want from you? Anything real? Just gonna go with war operations. I don't want anything serious over here. The Devil's Railroad. Workers on the railway in Guyana are dying in droves due to the harsh malarial conditions and the extreme demands placed upon them. Every mile is marked with gravestones, every track laid in blood. Malady and the scorching heat blister our bodies. We pave the way to hell with our lives. Full steam ahead, extra mortality. There's too high a price to pay, reduced efficiency, or tighten safety standards. A quarter of both. I'm going to do it the last one. I got that because I got workers' rights institutions. So that should be just fine. Can't really deal with what happens in the hedge right now. So Ottoman Empire and Egypt would both potentially get in on this. But they're the only ones, which is interesting. So what does the Ottoman Empire want? Okay, I can get a trade agreement from them. And Egypt only wants an obligation. So they can't steal back my canal with an obligation, can they? I don't think so. Oh, right. We can't do two sways at once. Alright. So, Ottoman Empire says yes. Oh, and now we can get Persia. Interesting. So, Persia, what do you want? Investment rights. Okay, cool. Let me see. Where's Persia in the rankings? They're a little bit weaker than Egypt, so let's grab Egypt first. An obligation. Alright. And does Persia still want in? They do. Alright, now Persia's in. So Bengal is uncertain at this stage. And I've got a lot of allies moving in to help with this thing, so I'm feeling alright. Where? Okay, alright. My armies are on their way. Russia? What are you doing, guy? Russia wants to ban slavery in Egypt, which is an unfortunate thing to be trying to do right now. Once again, I'm going to put the Marina Real Portuguesa over here in the Bay of Biscay. And I think I may have to just pause the construction queue. I'm going to pause the construction queue. So what does that do to my finances? Because this number is looking frightening. Alright, much better. Another Hell on Earth event. That's fun. The perpetrators will pay for their crimes. What the heck, Russia? Why are you... Alright, we're rivals. Never mind. I get it. Even so, force comparisons are looking pretty alright. If I can keep... Like, this one's not great, but it's looking a little better now. If I set myself up to defend for the moment... then when those numbers look better, I might be able to do a lot more. Let me see. And this number is looking actually pretty solid. Anyone else I can pull into this thing? Not really. Alright, let's do it. Well, I guess I don't need to improve relations with Bengal anymore. Because we're about to be in a war. Neutral in this conflict, that's for sure. I don't like these armies wandering around. Alright. Force comparison actually looks pretty good over on this front, so I'm feeling reasonably confident about that. I'm winning over here, which is also good. Naval invasion where? Estremadura. Yep, I got a navy in place, so that's not a problem. Does it make sense to spend a little time building up this navy? Maybe not in the right now immediately, but potentially. Yeah, I think actually yes. I'm going to throw all those naval bases at the top of the queue, spend a few weeks building them up, just so that the navy gets stronger. Oh my goodness, what is going on over here? Brazil, stop it. Jeepers. I'm trying to fight a war here. Oh, alright, this is maybe a big risk, but... Brazil needs our help. Front in Gambia. Oh, well, that's fine. That doesn't bother me much. Ooh, but Great Britain's going after Russia, which is nice. I might side with Great Britain to get a pile of cash. Seeing as I'm already at war with Russia. Kind of Hearts of Iron 4 in this. Nope, I can only get war goals. Britain, what are you trying to do? You're trying to transfer Bahrain. Is that something I want? You know what? I'm gonna go for war reparations. Seeing as I'm already at war with Russia. Alright, well, Bengal sides with Russia, so that was dumb of me, but... Anyway, now Britain will help with this thing. Alright, so force comparison here is looking a lot better. I'm going to put these armies on advance because I think I think this might be able to turn around. We got a lot more fronts now, so I got to be conscientious. But I think I'll be able to do this. Yep. Alright, I know. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and halt construction. And we are advancing. Excellent. Trade agreement with Egypt. You know what? Sure. Force comparison. Ooh, no. I need these troops in Rio de Janeiro. I can't. Going over there is not going to help. I thought things were doing okay in Rio de Janeiro, but apparently they're not. Oh boy, a lot of situations popping off over here. Aristocratic revolt in Serbia. That's wild. Alright, so Russia's got Oman, but I still have war support protection. Yes, because they don't have any of my core territory. And I'm winning the naval war here. There's the thing popping off in Brazil. My armies can get there in time, we'll be fine. Alright. Stay hydrated, kids. There's too much going on. This situation I can safely not get involved in. This situation I can definitely not get involved in. This thing, still not my problem. I think the takeaway from this is maybe I need to build up a bigger army. Force comparison's looking okay here. Slovene mass immigration. Interesting. All of our fronts in this area are looking good, though. Skyscraper site identified. Our architects and engineers have identified Lisbon in Estremadura as the optimal site to begin construction of a skyscraper. Gentlemen, we are going to erect the tallest building in the world. The foundation alone will need hundreds of men, more if they do not work 12-hour shifts. Every day we will need to transport thousands of bags of cement into the heart of a metropolis. We must secure an immense quantity of steel that must, like Atlas, hold the weight of the world. The task ahead of us will be monumental. Extra construction sector throughput in Estremadura, and we get our 500 bureaucracy back. I'm getting bureaucracy back. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll pop that in the queue. We'll pop that in the queue. We'll pop it at the top of the queue. And that'll be where we are for now. Force comparison here is looking good. We are inflicting a lot of damage. And we're moving forward, so I'm feeling pretty okay about this situation. The fronts are going to get goofed, but I'm not too worried about that. This I'm not as happy about. But we're still winning on the ocean, so I'm pretty safe from naval invasion with no units over here. We're back over here and we're going forward, so that should be good. And now Britain is helping over here, so I think we're actually rock solid. I thought we were not going to be, but I think we actually are. I think we're actually doing really, really well. It's funny, I'm very nervous. I've got a lot of nervous energy. I'm kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. But, you know, trying to keep an eye on a bunch of different things at the same time. But I'm feeling overall pretty solid. All of our fronts are looking good, and if everything goes well, I'll be chock full of war reparations by the time this is done. Again, as long as I can keep defending Rio de Janeiro, Brazil will be good to go. So I don't think I need to worry about that too much. default. Okay, okay, settle down. Monument to the King. A statue of King Miguel de Braganca was commissioned and has been suggested to be displayed proudly in Beira. Bigoted is how you would describe the look on the face of the statue when it smiles down on you, eyes that flicker in the opposite direction of the sun. Though maybe you are just imagining it. A monument worthy of the king, 3% prestige, 2% of pops become more radical, or perhaps not everyone wishes to be reminded of the king. Catholic Church, a little bit salty. So, Catholic Church is very happy. I want to keep it that way. So, a couple of radical pops isn't going to hurt anything. Foreign interests. The obligation we owe to Egypt is being used as a pretext for a request to include their friends, the landowners, in our government. You bastards. I could have a legitimate government if I do this. You know what? So our options are Egypt helped us once. We'll take their advice. So that means they join the government. Or the mere suggestion is an outrage, deteriorates relations. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to pull in and we're going to have this government here. So let's see if that's true. I'm gonna say yes. Oh, no, we got half the regenerator party. That's weird. No, we're gonna have the whole regenerator party. Let's not be silly here. All right, now we've got a hold of part of Bengal. So Bengal does not have war support protection right now. So if we continue to, lost a general. Let me see. You're a mountain combat expert and a Democrat. You're in. You're a moderate and defensive strategist. You're also in, and we're going to give you a promotion. We're going to give both of y'all a promotion. Bofa. Alright, so what I was saying was, they don't have war support protection, but I do. And... okay, settle down, Egypt. Let's cool it here. We're doing all right now. Let's not upset the apple cart here. So if Bengal can continue to be further occupied by our forces, we can get whatever we desire. We can get everything we desire out of them. And basically with this war, I'm going to settle as soon as they're willing to... So, war reparations in there, because that's not something they're typically too much against. Alright, and then this, Asseh wants to grant us investment rights. I'm going to decline. I don't need to be... Guys, dial it back. My finances are already goofed. We're goofed. You hear? Alright, I guess I can stop the decree in Guyana, because I need some more consumption taxes. Let's throw one on tobacco. Again, these fronts in, I don't know what Fouta-Jalon is doing involved in this thing, but it is what it is. But let's keep our eyes on the prize here. This is the main front. If we can continue pushing forward here, we can get what we need. Trojans are immigrating. Nice. I think I can afford a little tax hike. Government's contested, but that's okay. This army's not regaining organization right now, which I'm not super pleased about. Because... ooh, but we got some additional occupation. Alright, so more and more of Bengal is getting occupied. and they are continuing to lose war support at a good clip. So hopefully all of this goes smoothly. An Omani peasant revolt. That's okay, I guess. Russia's got a hold of the territory, so I don't think they can do anything. Alright. Where's my event? Alright. Where are we in the episode? We're actually almost done with it. We'll go a little longer. Anti-British Association offers opportunity. The Anti-British Association has offered us an opportunity to form a trade agreement with Spain. Their proposal, if accepted, is intended to counter British interests. It was a veiled sort of aggression, one which could, in theory, appeal to both ardent jingoists and those who preferred to mitigate losses. It would force the enemy to respond, possibly drive them towards reckless confrontation, in response to a seemingly benign maneuver. A plan to fight the British Republic to the last Spaniard, one minister remarked. The representative flushed. He'd practiced responses along both lines, but none of them quite fit. I'm going to say that's not in our interests. The Braga Advocate, an explicitly partisan newspaper founded by members of the movement to enact no colonial affairs in Braga, has published its first issue. Between advertisements and political cartoons, it hosts a ruthless critique of government policy. You've heard this dialogue a bazillion times. I'm not going to read it right now. We'll just let them do their thing. If these fronts merge, I think we'll be in a really good place. Russian troops are retreating here. And Russia is partially occupied over here, so I'm doing pretty alright with that. We're losing convoys, but that's not that much of a drain on our economy. And we're doing a ton of damage to enemy forces. How are things going in Brazil? The government's actually moving forward in Brazil. In fact, we just had a nice big increase in a big move forward in the front line. So I'm pretty pleased about that. If we continue to move forward over here, we'll be doing just great, in fact. Bengal, how about that? How about those sweet, sweet piles of cash? Russia also does not have war support protection. So as soon as Bengal is below 0, they'll probably be alright with giving us our tasty, tasty war reparations. Yeah, or very nearly. And then Russia's continuing to go down by a few every week, so 10 more weeks in this war will be good to go. And then we'll just be fighting Russia alongside Britain in the other war, and that'll be just fine. So this is interesting. I formed a coalition of a bunch of small Middle Eastern powers that actually wound up being able to largely win this war. So I'm unless there's, you know, some sort of last minute surprise here, which I don't think there will be. I'm feeling overall pretty rock solid about how this war has gone. Yep, Russia is continuing. So Russia's at negative war support now. They're not getting the thing they want. Would Egypt agree to have slavery banned? No, they would not. Alright, very good. So we'll just wait. Russia's lost some of its territory, and their force comparisons are all basically in our favor at this stage, so I'm feeling pretty solid about our ability to just go until we have what we need. I have to say, this is a real surprise. I thought this was going to be a pretty brutal war. I wonder if Bengal really doesn't have the tech to actually go toe-to-toe with us. I wonder if they're still on, like, cannon artillery, line infantry, or something like that. Or maybe skirmish infantry, mobile artillery, there, somewhere in there. Because I'm actually really surprised by how this went. So, I can get everything I want from here. We're going to go ahead and propose this peace deal. Give me the money. Alright, so that's the end of that war. And now this other front has been merged. Both of our forces are going there, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We should be getting our war support, our war reparations soon. Yes, diplomatic pacts. We're getting Where is it? Where's my war operations? Yeah, here we go. Am I just terrible at looking at stuff? I see where the number went up, but I think that's Brazil coming back. Where's my war operations? That's weird. All right. Anyway, so how can we? Let me see. Now Russia does have war support protection. But I've got the ability to put troops wherever I wish right now, so they're actually on the way to a good front to be on. Bengal? Can't improve. Oh, because we're at war. Well, that makes sense. Almost got our war support. Almost got our infamy down. We're once again way over where I want to be time-wise. But once we hit, I'm feeling a lot better now that I'm not risking anything of mine. So once we're at once we hit September, I'll call it an episode. Force comparisons are looking rock solid in all of our fronts. So I'm feeling pretty good. Excuse me? What is going on over here? Austria-Hungary versus the Republic of San Marco. Interesting. I will wait. I don't need to go after this situation. This situation here in Korea, I can safely not get involved in. Oh. The peasant revolt in Oman. I guess I should handle the revolt in Oman. I don't think my troops are needed over here. So let's station the army in Oman for the time being. The government has war support protection because the peasant revolt hasn't invaded me yet. So we'll just get the fleet over there. I don't want to leave, or we'll just get the army over there. I don't want to leave Portugal proper completely undefended. So I'm gonna not do that. Anyway, it is now September. It's time for the end of the episode. My nerds have had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I'll see you on the other side.